Hello, this is Grace Ofure, your real estate investment expert. Have you gotten my book? If your answer is no, then send me a comment and let me know you want the book and you might just get it for free. Have you subscribed to my channel? If no, click the subscribe button, click your notification button. With Grace Ofure, you are just going to be getting your investments right at the first time. And today I have a very interesting topic, and it is a topic that you would love. One of the things I'm going to do with this topic is to ask you the first question. Have you ever invested in real estate before? If your answer is yes, I want to hear at the comment section if you invested on a profitable real estate investment, or you did a bad real estate investment, or better still, you have not. And if your answer is no, I would like to know why. The next question is, what are the reasons why you have not invested in real estate? Whether it be in a country that you live in or in your country that you originated from. So it means that if you live in America, if you live in United Kingdom, please let me know that's where you live, and let me know why you have not invested in Nigeria if you are in Nigeria. And if you are not in Nigeria, let me also know in the comment section where you are from. I want to say thank you so much. Give me the next 10 minutes and I'm going to shock you. The topic today is the advantages and the disadvantages of buying a landed property with water. So there are various levels of water. And I'm going to be taking my case study from Lagos, Nigeria. I've had a lot of people send me questions on the challenges they faced buying land in Lagos when the place is waterlogged. And today I want to be talking about the mystery behind buying a property that has waterlogged. Is it an advantage or is it a disadvantage? I will start by sharing a very beautiful story with you. And because of the context of this video, I am going to call some names, and I think that because it is the facts, I am bold enough to say it the way it is. In 2017 or 16, it's between 2017 and 2016 and 2018. I brokered a real estate transaction with Chevron Cooperative. So let me explain what a Chevron Cooperative is. Chevron Cooperative is workers in Chevron, very intelligent people, because Chevron is a multinational. You know, the best of their staffs come together to form a cooperative. And then buy a lot of real estate investment. In short, these cooperatives and multinational companies understand the importance of investing. That they invest every year in various kind of investment in real estate. In short, I would say with my work with them as a certified broker, I noticed that they are one multinational cooperative buy more investments than any other person because they are well read, so they understand the importance of investing. Anyway, when we gave them the proposal for this particular land was not a waterlogged, it was an ocean. There's a difference between a waterlogged land and a land that is an ocean. So let me explain the two. When there's land waterlogged, it has depth. Depends on how deep it is. It can be in your knees, it can be in your waist, it can swallow you. That means you cannot even enter into the water. So we brought the people that wanted to sell the land, told us about it. We approached the Chevron Cooperative and they were interested. The reason why they were interested was, number one, location. The next thing was title documents. And the third thing was capital appreciation. And so they worked on the price. So I'm going to say that again. They worked on the price. So they had to really price it because they saw that as an opportunity. But wait for the story. I'll continue. The day we went to look at that property, the people that are in charge of taking decision, brains, followed for us to go to that property. We could not step on the water. We used a speedboat. And can I shock you? So let's assume the ocean is like this. The portion we wanted to say to them, very funny, was not even the first water you want to see. It was actually after that, which means that the water that we are seeing belongs to another person. So when we took the paper, why? Because there's one estate they called Orange Island in Lekki Phase 1. That was exactly the way they bought it. By the time we go back to the office after the inspection, they used the layout to see what will happen. That transaction was over 5 billion. Can I shock you? They bought it. After they bought it, the next stage was to dredge. The next stage was to take possession or allocation, infrastructure, and all that. I'll give you another story, then I'll come back. Don't go anywhere. When my daughter was 5 years old, that should be 13 years ago, I bought a property in Majek. It is opposite Farah Park by Crown Estate, somewhere around Songo Tedo. When I bought the property, I could not get there. So they gave me a location of the property on a paper, a layout, and development was coming there. So as the development was coming, we were getting close to the property, getting close. When my daughter was 16 years old, that was the property, one of the properties I and my husband sold to pay for our international school fees, because we actually bought that property for school fees. But we did not see the property till after years. But then they gave us the allocation on paper. Why? It was all water. But this water was just swamp, so we could, if we were able to locate it that day, we were able to enter. But this one was that not only was it water, but the road to even get to the water has not been done. So no way to even know our portion. You might be watching me now, you think we were foolish. No. It was wisdom, because the things that are important in real estate is not what people know that is important. Why? Because they don't listen or they don't have information on investment analysis. The Chevron guys had it and they knew that that was a key. So already around that neighborhood, lands were selling at 120,000 per square meter, which means it was 120 million. They bought it for less than 60 million. Fast forward to my case. So as development was coming, people were coming, gradually there was road opening up, and one day after like 10 years or thereabout, we were able to get to the place. It was swampy. We also sold it to another person. So we bought it for like, I don't think, 800K thereabout, and we sold it for millions. Are you expected to buy a waterlogged property in a place like Lagos? Yes. Do you have advantages? Yes. Do you have disadvantages? Yes. So let's start with the disadvantages. What do you think? So if you want me to start with the disadvantages, just write in the comment section. You know why? So that next time when I'm doing a video like this, I will know where to start from. But I'll start from the disadvantages. Number one disadvantage is that you might not be able to build that property the day you bought it. Number two disadvantage is that you might not be able to get physical allocation that very day. Is it really a disadvantage? Depends on how you bought it. If the property does not have value, then it's a disadvantage. Number one, what was the price? Who did you buy it from? What is the plan? Does he have documentation? All these will determine if it was a disadvantage. Was it an advantage? Emphatically, yes. If you were able to combat with the disadvantages to your favor, it becomes an advantage. Number one, if the properties in that neighborhood is like 50% less than what you are buying, you're already making a kill. If the property company is trustworthy, that you are sure you will get your land, you are already making another kill. If the property development company has plan to give you an access road to get to your own plots, even if you have to sand fill, what I mean sand fill means that you have to bring sand and fill your own land, either you sell like that or you sand fill to build, it is a plus. What can be the disadvantage is that you might not be standing in front of your land. Depends on how long it's going to take them to do. I have a property like that called the Haven. When we sold it, we were selling it like 100% less than the price everyone in the neighborhood was selling it. And we promised that we were going to do perimeter fencing to secure. We're also going to do, because there are different levels of property infrastructure on lands that have water. Some of the infrastructure is that you're going to sand feed the entire land. Some of the infrastructure is that you're going to sand feed the access road, which means in an estate, road leads to your plot. So you're going to sand feed them, and they are going to definitely use that path or that road to get to your own land. So if the developer has promised that and the developer delivers in that, it is an advantage, because once the company does that, you now have access to stand in front of your land with their own road network. Then your trucks or wherever can now bring sand to your own, and then maybe the money is already times 500 in less than 2 to 3 years. Or better still, for it to be an advantage, you should listen and follow up on the company, so that when they are bringing their own sand, they might have gotten a good deal. You can tell them to also talk to the contractor to also give you sand, which might be cheaper. That's why I always come here to train. The next advantage is that it must have title, because with title, whether it is deep sea, whether it's ocean, whether it's waterlogged, it will always appreciate. The next thing is you want documents. So the land documents can be given to you. Then the last thing is, which we just introduced, is that why don't you get the allocation on paper, so that at the end of it all, wherever you are located to will be the place that will be given to you when you finally gain access to front of your land. So recently, I started thinking about it, and I remembered all that happened in Chevron. And we now introduce the fact that if peradventure we have a water-locked property, which you must make sure that the company tells you the truth. And that is why anytime we're selling a property and it's waterlogged, we say it. We don't have anything to hide. It's waterlogged. That all the lands you will buy as an investor in Lagos will be dry land. No. You are losing money if that's all you are thinking about. It's just because you have the wrong mindset. But if you listen to this video 3 times, you will learn it, and you will now Don't begin to ask people, is it waterlogged or is it not waterlogged? Rather, you will ask the right questions to your benefits. So, up to today, after how many years, I have not gotten to where stand in front of that Chevron land, because they are dredging, they are doing infrastructure and all that. But guess what? The land is over 400% appreciation today. And nobody is saying, because they understand and they are professionals and they have timelines. And some of these timelines, based on some situations that were beyond the developer. And this, I can give you facts. The timelines were not really in sync with the first thing. But then everybody is fine, because everybody knows that this is a good deal. So when it is a good deal, don't fret. Don't let that stop you from taking another decision when a good opportunity of property comes to you, even when it is swampy. One thing that is important, check. And when all the checks are right, you can go smiling to the bank. Because with the right investment comes a good profit margin. I love you. And I'll see you again. God bless.